We are the Lasallian community of Bedford Park. We are in that residence right there. That's our home. And we are young Lasallians and elderly De La Salle Christian brothers, a little similar to De La Salle in his older age. We're committed to the Lasallian mission. Earlier this year, we took a photo of ourselves to celebrate the year 2020, and never did we imagine that soon enough we would be on lockdown. When we consider our mission, we simply use the word love. We love the people of our community and our neighborhood. That is the young people in school, it's the homeless, the needy families of our community. And when we use that word love, we also refer to each other. And the specifics of that love is really called language of love. And you may recall a series of books by a gentleman, Gary Chapman, for the last 30 years. Gary is a Baptist minister in North Carolina, and he has written about the 5 love languages. And it's easy to see on his content that those love languages are simply words of affirmation, gifts and gift-giving, acts of service to another, and spending quality time with that other person, along with physical touch. It's the 5 love languages, and it's the 5 ways in which we can reach out to our neighbors and reach out to each other in this community. So we simply love. That's our mission in life. That's our Lasallian mission. I title this presentation as Love Languages in Lockdown. And specifically, I'm speaking of many different activities that we all in our community have engaged in that are examples of our love language to the people in our community and to the people that we live with. And so, one specific example that I can think of right now is one of our local coffee shops. Nick's Garden Coffee Shop is a local business owned by a family that lives in our community. And during this time of lockdown, they are suffering for customers. So we're trying to support them a little more than usual by taking out food from their coffee shop at least once a week. And there are others in the community similar to that. A second example that I can show you is this beautiful little item from our garden. It's 3 pieces of holly that I trimmed yesterday, and what I'm doing is trying to make new shoots, new plants, new holly plants from these, and it should happen in a couple of months. I followed all the right directions, and it's an interesting activity that will beautify our property in this community. And at the same time, as I was doing this, several of our neighbors passed by and asked me what I was doing. So it gives us an opportunity to talk and to encourage each other in our community.
Hi, I'm Jubilee Aguilar, the basketball coach here at the Academy of Mount St. Ursula, and the way that I keep in touch with my students during this lockdown is I contact the basketball team, make sure that they're less stressed and that they're doing everything they need to do during this time.
Hi, my name is Teresa, and I'm a member of the Bedford Park community. One of the ways that we've shown acts of service is by establishing this free book a free library in the neighborhood. And here is all our books.
When we talk about love languages in a Lasallian lockdown, we're certainly talking about gift giving, acts of service, sharing quality time with others, and physical touch, along with words of affirmation. But also, in this time of lockdown, we have time to observe and to think and to see things that we might normally miss. And so, in our neighborhood, we have the New York Botanical Gardens, and it's closed shut until further notice. But look what's in our backyard. So our love languages in the Lasallian lockdown are all about things that we as a community are trying to do for each other and for our neighbors. So we talk about affirmation, we talk about gifts, we talk about all kinds of services to people. They're what we do. It's the doing. But I think in conclusion today, I'd like to say that there's another side to this of being locked down, and that's one of being. So that we have an opportunity in these days to be a little different than we normally are, to be alert to people, to events, to circumstances, to our creation. And this is a blessing in itself. This is part of being locked down. And so I like to use the phrase to describe this of hidden in plain sight. So we become aware of things. And a really nice example is what I noticed today in our backyard garden. A little bunch of daffodils just budding, hidden in plain sight.